Hi, and welcome to our vendor spotlight. We're excited to have you on and share your information and a little bit more about your business to our clients and community. So I'm just going to let you take it over and introduce yourself. And I want to hear more about what Fit City Adventures is and also why you started the company.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me. This is really exciting. Get to share with all of your amazing clients and appreciate you having me here. So my name is Angela Minardi, and I am the founder and chief experience officer at Fit City Adventures. Fit City is a corporate team building and wellness company based here in San Diego, but now operating really all over the world due to COVID with virtual and in-person events to keep teams healthy and connected. So we really focus on helping to recruit, retain, and engage the best employees through activities that ranges from leisure to adventure. So right now we're doing a lot of summertime activities, getting people out to the parks and beaches, hiking, biking, doing some fun beach games and team builders. We're also giving back to the community, doing beach cleanups. So it really depends on the culture and where they are. We're doing a lot remote as well. We're shipping kits and hosting classes all over, like I said, the world now. So COVID has kind of been a blessing in disguise for my business in terms of growth. But now more than ever, people need to stay connected. And so it's finding kind of unique ways to do that.
And so I got your newsletter that you recently posted with some really cool ideas of events that you guys are putting on. What are some of your favorites and most popular amongst your clients?
Oh boy. Okay. Well, there's over 100, so it's like choosing children. I would say my favorites usually have to do with some sort of music or game, and I love our online. We have a dueling piano show that we call the Musical Power Hour, and so we bring two pianos side by side on screen, and it's a custom show for the company where they get to make song requests, actually create a team anthem that we record in a studio and send back afterwards. We highlight people through games like Name That Tune and challenges like a lip sync battle. So it's just a ton of fun, and it's really well done. We work with the guys at the Shout House here in San Diego to do it.
Very cool, neat.
Yeah.
I love how you're including local vendors as well that you partner with.
We do, and we partner with a lot of nonprofits. So I would say the other part of my favorite part of what I do is working with nonprofits. We do events specifically for that. So we created an event called Golf and Give, and we bring in packaged goods and canned goods, and we challenge teams of 10 to build mini golf holes out of these packaged goods and canned goods, and they get to win supplies from the store and build a wheel and do all these cool things, and then they get prizes at the end. They pitch why their hole is the best to the judges, but the best part is there's so much team building happening, but then the food bank comes and speaks to everyone and actually takes the food back with them, and we're able to feed over 200 families.
Wow, that's
so super cool. Yeah.
There was also another thing that you had mentioned in a past conversation about what employers are doing and what you're helping them do when it comes to employee onboarding and new hires, and kind of like custom kits and packets and personalized gear and stuff that you actually can facilitate sending to each employee, especially if it's hybrid or they're working remote, just to make sure they're a part of the culture and they're getting that special touch. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah. So we do concierge kits that we send out. They're once a month for birthdays, anniversaries, onboarding. They're all healthy treats and branded items like mugs and water bottles. We also add experiences onto that. So for example, a 30-minute coffee chat, which is kind of like a new way to bring someone into the company, maybe all your new hire orientations, where you have leadership there, and we cover that with team builders, games, and we're making 3 different iced coffees. So it's always an experience, and there's always kind of interaction that we facilitate, not cheesy, really fun, and a different way for people to get to know each other, even though they're not physically meeting. And they're also learning something at the same time.
Really cool. I'm really excited to have this interview because I think what Ange is doing through her company and just partnering with vendors and bringing really fresh new ideas to the table is really, really important. I mean, we're really involved in helping companies create a culture embedded in healthy and intentional living. And I think this is a perfect way to kind of mold and bring something different to the table that I feel like every company should have. In addition to insurance, it's always what else can they do to really engage these employees and provide a benefit to them today to really feel connected to the company. And so I love what you're doing. A lot of the things I see are just different, or things that you might think you can put on, but maybe it's a little bit more complicated, or you might not even think of other team building options that she's put together. And so you will get a link to the catalog in this newsletter as well. She'll make sure to send that over to me, and I'll make sure to put it in our newsletter so you guys can have access to the catalog as well. A couple of other questions for you. What message do you want to leave, you know, through running your company? If you were to want people to take down, you know, one thing about your company and you're leaving a mark on this world, like what is it?
Oh boy, one thing. That we're humans and not robots. And there's always a need for team building. And, you know, we can do it virtually and we can do it really well, but doing it in person is really the best. Mm-hmm. And giving back to the community and finding a way to give back is really fulfilling for everyone. So I would say that's kind of where we sit, is between community, wellness, and team building. And that's the mark that we want to leave, is touching all three of those.
And your superpower, what would your superpower be if you had to pick one? I love
this was hard. Yeah, this was really hard because I actually had three and they're equal.
Okay.
So I'll just quickly say them all. The first is to read any book by touch, just by touching the book.
Okay.
Just to absorb the knowledge. The second is to the second is to speak any and all languages in the world, to communicate. And then the third is to heal, the power to heal by touch.
Wow.
But then I thought about that and I was like, well, then everyone would just be touching me, and that might be a little weird. So I'll go with the first two. Probably the language.
I always say for mine, it's to never need sleep and to have like an unlimited amount of time, or to like teleport, I think would be amazing. But I'm kind of liking the book, just touching it and like absorbing all the information. Mm-hmm. So it goes back to like having unlimited amount of time and never needing sleep.
Well, we only use 10% of our brain stuff. So there's a lot of gray matter there to fill up. And your subconscious is a gnarly place. I just learned about neuroscience, so I'm really getting into that too.
Awesome. So, good. Well, I'm inviting you to our Happy, Healthy, Wealthy Challenge. If you didn't get my email, I'm sending it again, but you should join us.
Okay.
Starting next week.
Cool. Yeah, that's great that you're doing that. That's amazing.
Yeah. Really cool. Thank you so much for having us. Is there any other last tidbits or anything that, like, you do a free event every couple of weeks, right? So
yeah, we do. We do. Yeah. So I'm happy to share that. It's on LinkedIn as well. We host a showcase on Fridays once a month. We also have an e-newsletter with all of our upcoming programs. The one that's coming up is called Now What? And it's we're having a New York Times bestselling author, Erica Keswin. She's going to be on sharing rituals roadmap and how to create new rituals with your teams now that we're in this hybrid environment. So pretty cool tips.
So I will, in our newsletter, we'll have kind of a link then to your email on how to sign up for the newsletter and get access to those free events too.
Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you for coming on. And look forward to getting your information out to our community.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Stephanie.
Have a good day.
Okay. Bye.